Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Easter with, I'm sorry,
She put her fingers in my drinking water.
I say, I will bring you a fresh
That's
one.
fine.
In Poland, we have a schmingus dingus today. So I splash my husband in the bed and then I'm sitting by the table, starting my hair. And I said, honey, you forgot to splash me. Well, you shouldn't remind me. It's supposed to be surprise. I said, I have to do it before we
Well, at least you didn't dip into your coffee.
no.
And this is how I start my Monday.
I'm sorry, I'm so rude. And thank you so much. I was reading that Group 60, I will say first, Chirbal, Group 66 with sweet and salty 1111, and Andrea, BP, I know you are there, IC 20009.
The Cornelius.
And thank you so much for being with us. Happy Easter, the last day. And I want to announce that there will be again
Another complimentary reading given, but it'll be on whoever comments on the repost of this video will be eligible for the reading when it's drawn on Wednesday.
On Wednesday. So Cheryl will remind me. And I noticed Group 66 that you are, I think it means that you are a teacher and you are standing a lot on your legs. So, and the legs are hurting you. I was suffering with my knee and I was wearing brace on that left knee since beginning of December. And Saturday I was crying like a baby because Friday evening I bought a new helmet for my knee. I call this helmet. It's for massage and it has red light inside and laser. $119 on Amazon. And the next day I was suffering like hell. But today I'm not wearing a brace.
Which is the first time in a long time.
First time. And I can bend my knee. So 3 days off. But I think the first time I overhit it. So yesterday.
You kind of cooked your leg, you said.
Yes. So yesterday was on the low heating. And today I'm better. I'm feeling much better. Well, if anyone can have any hope to research that, those, it looks like a helmet. I can tell you, and I told yesterday because the kids invited us for dinner, Roman and Tracy, and I said, well, I bought a helmet for the knee, and Tracy, no, you don't wear helmets on your knee, because she's like a teacher. I said, it looks like a helmet. It is a helmet. It has all the.
And it does look like a helmet.
It has. And I was thinking about running, but I was too slow to run for it to show you. Okay, I'm ready with questions. Thank you so much for being with us and spending Easter time with us.
Yeah, it's a great day. I didn't even wear a jacket outside today, but of course I'm Canadian, so anything above zero is nice.
In Toronto, people are suffering because they have such icy weather.
They had a real storm.
And no electricity because the ice storm. And we will have something in Alberta still because April is never without snow coming for a short time.
It says we might have rain this afternoon.
Oh.
It's rain, not snow. Nisi Elders. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Are ETs already living among us? Looking like us, working with us?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I am seeing my mom. I know she wanted to be a
She probably was.
She always wanted to be ET, and she didn't fit in the street smartness. book-wise, yes, but not street smart. So I don't know that that's my case with the one. But there are people who are probably living around us. I met a saint, a doctor who was a chiropractor. He was working from 7 in the morning, and before he will start with the clients from 7 to 11 every day of the year. There's a few hours for Christmas off. And he was in the basement, so he didn't even see a sunlight. Oh my. 86, and he was going to work, hit his head, fell down, and killed himself. 3 days in the hospital. And he was going to old folks' house before he was start at 7 o'clock, 11 finishing. His wife was bringing him food. Yeah, that was a saint. And the prices for his service was so low, and you can wait and you will be always served. So there are saints, there are ETs as well. I don't know if I met any, except my mom.
Your mom.
Yeah, and there is a symbol of angel. We don't know how they look like. They may be so microscopic. People on the other side, they are probably watching over the families and loved ones, so they are kind of working the job of ETs.
And if you go to Alba Weinman, ALBA Weinman, WEINMAN, she's taken a lot of people back into past life regressions and other things, but sometimes they're sent from other parts of the universe to come and help us. Yeah. But they are in human form many times.
And I saw my mom after she died a few days later, and she said she's on some galactic, working in the laboratory, and she's so happy. Yeah. And I can imagine her being just focused on some projects.
So the Cornelius is asking, if we have past lives, what is the role of DNA? One, two, three.
Help me, because doesn't mean that we are connected in the past lives with the loved ones, the same way as through the being married or giving birth and so on. So this is different kind of connection. But the line is going from one life to another. I know that I have Norwegian blood in me. My husband has 1% Jewish blood. Who knows? And there is a blood connection from one generation to another. And we have connection from 1300s in my mom's village, because they were building church, so the church was always granting them information about the family. So we know that. But that doesn't mean that we were, and I was born in the same lineup for so many years. I was just choosing to jump in the same group of people this lifetime. Mm-hmm. But not the same way as I was reborn from the same group. That kind of, we are deciding where we want to be when we die, and to harvest, to learn more about life, this lifetime. Yeah, we choose with love, but this is more about past lives, telling us that we have some genes who are connecting us. My great-grandmother was, from my mom's side, a gypsy. So this lifetime I have some gifts from her as well, probably. Very, very I'm not the scientist, but I know that there are two different lines of past lives and DNA life. And we are jumping to the DNA, kind of that is going from one generation. It's more boring.
So the second part of the question, could we be reincarnated and meet our descendants in the same span of time?
So you mean we have to move back in the time, kind of, with the same people?
One, two, three.
It's like our ghost can go into someone's lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we can choose what we want to be, and maybe not for the whole life. We can go only for a short time to teach them some lessons, give them some knowledge or intuition, and then move out. When someone is very lonely, we can help them to regain the strength and for the security, like an angel jumping in someone's body. Because I saw a moving through. Yes, and it can be in the same family. Doesn't mean that we will stay forever. It's just jumping in and jumping out.
And you look at all the children who still remember the other side, and they come back and they say that they know where they used to live, or they know their mother and father from that lifetime, or they were the mother and father from that lifetime, and they meet up again sometimes.
Yeah, there's Leszek, our first son. He was 3 years old, and he was wondering, why did I choose you? I know I choose you. Why? And he had that saying, I hate you guys. Whenever we didn't let him to do
he
something.
Didn't like his choice.
He was always saying, I hate you guys, but I know I choose you. Why did I choose you?
To learn.
To learn something, yes.
Yeah, and you gave him the gift to do it with him.
But that was his choice to come to our life. And he knew
your
that.
choice to accept him.
Yeah.
It's always a choice. Group 66 is asking, Violetta, could you please see if it will have any consequences for the Trump family that they made threats against the New York judge?
Yeah, that's something. Okay. I see a candle in front of the nose. It will be a light, because we are, for centuries, people were gathering to the candle, and candle is bringing a light. So this will be some point of interest, because you are not putting light and leaving the room. So this will be,
it'll illuminate something.
Something will be visible, and thank you. Yes, it will come out, and it will be one of the things that they will have to put as a secret will come out of it. The judgment will be harsher probably, and he will have to be worried because he might have to lawyer up again for more lawyers, because that's not legal what he's doing.
Yeah, his Trump's two boys have been coming out and saying really weird things.
Oh yeah, but they think they are above the law, and they can act like a spoiled, rotten hooligans. It's not reasonable, and they feel that the more drama they will cause, the better for them.
And Christine Curley has asked, India has been reported to have another strain of the crown bug, which is what you call the crown bug.
Crown bug, yeah.
How badly will this strain affect the globe?
Because that time it was forbidden word, so.
Yeah, the virus. 1, 2, 3.
It is the danger. You wouldn't stand in the shift that the elevator is coming down without the brakes. So it is something that can hit us small area, because this is just elevator. and I see the elevator coming on me. I'm in danger, symbol of danger. So I have to remove myself to be in a safe place. But I can see this without the brakes going down. They will need doctors, spreading in the families, similar cards than I had that, and big people will be dying. I'm sorry. There's the new strength in India might not be easy to digest. Oh, and I have to share because I put these cards. Yesterday I received a present, a beautiful tarot card, golden foil tarot. And it's heavy and it's so gorgeous. The nice part about this tarot card is that it explains every information, and I'm not going to use them until the full moon, so I have to put them on. And I don't know who sent me this. So thank you so much. And on top of that, there was a pendant with it. The same thing. It has to wait for full moon to be charged.
And so for anybody who's just learning tarot, it has the explanation of the card on it.
And the box is so beautiful too. So thank you, whoever was so kind to me and sent me this. And all the best to you on the Easter time.
So Christine had followed that up with, are there lessons here from the bug we just keep on missing? If it keeps on surfacing, are we missing something?
Okay. When I was a kid and I broke thermometer,
Mm-hmm.
you
We used to play with the mercury, not realizing how dangerous it was.
And it was raining all over, and I was trying to catch, and my mom caught me doing this, and I thought, what, this is so nice. Why would you don't let me to play with it? And then she took vacuum. Of course, it stay in a vacuum, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, but she vacuumed this, and it is a danger. But it doesn't see that way. It's so attractive, and it's spreading, and it stays in the house for a long time. And I heard that one boy was really exposed so badly. I think I was cheating. I was adding a little bit too much temperature, so I was trying to go lower.
You were trying to get out of school or something?
I was not an angel.
Krusty Snapper, hit that thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Shell Bell is asking, will the 2 Tennessee Dems that were ousted be reinstated?
Oh, those two young men, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No matter what, I see them as a trophy holder. So they will be more popular, they will be more successful, and their career will be going the right direction, because with the trophy, they actually achieve more than that lady who didn't. Mm-hmm. And they are so damn good-looking guys, young boys, very vibrant, very 25. One was, so they are very at the beginning of their life, and they will go far. And I want to ask, no problem with the microphone? You can hear us? Yeah, they will be getting a lot of money, maybe for support. They will make new decisions, and the secrets will come out, so they will be more in the light, not completely in the sun, but they will have more experience. Eventually I see them going much further. I thought, well, no matter what, they are going to be successful.
They're highlighting something that's extremely important.
Yeah.
PS has
and I'm sorry for the shootings today in Kentucky.
at the bank.
at the bank. And Mitch McConnell, I will pray. Do something, not pray.
Mhm.
He has abilities to make something. Oh, I will pray. It's annoying. I'm sorry. I'm not against praying, but that they can't really say we will pray and think that they are good guys if they are not thinking.
They're in the position of lawmaking, so they can make a difference. Our prayers, we can't. We can add to the universe that it happens, but we don't have that direct line to make it happen.
And
They do.
He
Yeah.
can, and it's his state.
And he's choosing not to.
Not to do it, anything. And I thought, gosh, if I will have a gun, it will shoot by itself to his direction. I'm just kidding. Entertainment only. But, it's annoying when they are not taking any responsibilities for their own being in the power and not doing the right things.
Anna Cindy's commenting, I recently had a vision that King Charles will be king for only 7 years. Is that true?
Time is not my cup of tea. Apparently no other psychics do.
1, 2, 3.
How to read that? I see 6 horses in front of the carrot. How you call this? The wagon that they are in
The
Polish.
cart?
Cart. In Polish is kareta. And 4 of them are moving, taken away, and he's stuck with 2. How you can read that? 2 more years, or somehow something will be taken away from him. He will be trying to do as good job as he can, balancing, keeping 8, 7 of wands, part-time job. No matter how hard he would like to run the country, somehow it's not going to be as appreciated as he wants to be.
People have been waiting for William and Kate to step into that role, so
yeah,
he'll share the position until he wants to lead perhaps a more relaxed life, because it's quite a change for him to become king. And
he wanted to be, but he was young at that time. Now it's
changed.
He's more annoyed. he doesn't have the temper to do those things.
He doesn't have the diplomacy that his mother had.
Yeah, and the temper, because he's even upset about little things like pens and so on. It's human, but I'm laughing about that because it is just human nature to be upset about little things. I'm more relaxed, and my husband will be exactly like King Charles. And it's nothing that he is not polite or not good to me. It's just he is that kind of wired. Everything has to be right now, today.
PS is asking, Violetta, a prominent astrologer is saying that the next couple of months, the emergency broadcasting system will announce a 10-day shutdown with no phones, internet, and no working ATMs. Do you see this as happening within the next couple of months? I know that time thing, but will it ever happen? Do you see this as happening?
In the future, because 2 months, she said?
Yeah.
3 cards.
So this is about the emergency broadcasting system. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, there was a similar drama in Toronto, you remember, in 1990s somewhere, that they didn't have any access to the internet because of the solar flare.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible that it will happen again. Something can happen because I saw that solar flare kind of, and so that might be the answer. Surprise, It can be one after another problems, and they will have to make sure that they are ready for it. What they put and they will receive, so they have to be ready for it. We were scared that in 2000 everything will be shut down.
Yeah, the planes and everything. We were waiting for it.
People were paying such a good prices for the oil lamps.
Mm-hmm.
The oil lamps were going up to $300. Now they are about 50.
And everybody was watching to make sure that
Lucky.
on the other side of the world, like Australia, etc., that they survived.
Yeah, and that was good. Oh, they survived. We may survive. Actually, I was on a party in 2009 with my brother from Germany came in one, and my another brother, and my mom was visiting us. So we went for good night New Year party. I was sleeping in the morning, not even thinking about that. I thought, I'm not kind of afraid. We had the oil lamp ready, but otherwise it wasn't anything. We were not that hooked on the computers as we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't, I thought it's for other people problem, not for me.
Now, we were talking before about the train derailments, and you thought there was something behind that.
How many? 4 now?
There were 4, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What did you think was behind that?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Someone is playing with the railings. So it can be from other country or someone who was working, but it looks like there is human involvement. Big boss, another, and it's all about money. They want to have better insurance for this, so they want to have. Trump changed the rules, and that was bad because he did the easy rules, and now they have to work back with those rules and make them more legitimate, more reliable, and it's expensive. So people will get money, but there is something hidden, and we are not informed yet.
So in a backwards way, they tried to do it for the good, even though they're costing people's lives?
It could be.
Lake Girl 814, will there be more Democratic candidates besides Robert Kennedy Jr. running against Biden in 2024?
Well, and I learned so much, and then I thought, I remember the story about, I didn't remember that was him, because somehow I thought it would be a young man going to Germany for that Nazis reunion or ceremony. And Trump was invited as well, and Putin, and they didn't go, but he went there. And so, sorry, I'm taking my him out of my mind. I don't think but he will collect money. I said that he will try to run. I didn't see him sitting on a throne, but he will be wasting money, and he will be against Biden. Do I see other? That's the question. 3 cards.
1,
Oops.
2, 3.
Somehow I see a governor of California. His face pop out on me, and he might be a good leader. He don't want to step on Biden's foot, but maybe he will be celebrating something if Biden will not commit, because he didn't commit yet. He didn't fill the papers.
Now, Emmanuel,
there might be someone else. It's just his face. It's a symbol that there are some people who can do that job.
Emmanuel Macron said that Europe must reduce its dependency on the U.S. and avoid getting dragged into the confrontation between China and the U.S. over Taiwan. And he visited and met with President Xi. So what is behind the stance with France? Why is he doing this?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He wants to wash his hands from that conflict. He doesn't want the conflict to be bigger than it is. And he can see that fighting with China will take us nowhere. So he's looking at the different point, changing the point. The journey will be horrific, and he wants to reunite his people under his umbrella because he is not too popular right now. So he wants to be the popular guy again.
Roger Stone and Trump had dinner recently at Mar-a-Lago. What did they talk about?
The young girls for entertainment only.
You haven't given us any jokes today.
Yeah. They were tracking and they thought, well, apparently the Viagra will be forbidden as well because it's killing more people than the other medication for anti-pregnancy.
Really?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Did you see how I have to ask really? Because I do believe when she says things.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
No, they would take Viagra away. Come on.
It's for a man.
That
it'll
will
stay.
never be taken away, but it kills more people. 49 people are killed from 1 million who are taking this. So
what did Roger Stone and Trump talk about? 1, 2, 3.
Roger Stone is telling him, look, these ones are going to pay you if you do this. So they're talking about money, or some woman even. And what they put, they will receive. So they will be getting some income from lobbyists. And Stone is probably a lobbyist, even he is not.
Oh, he's still out working the circuit.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's legally a lobbyist, but he's a lobbyist.
Krusty Snapper is asking, do you see a season of the year when DeSantis, DeSatan, will come out and say he's running for president?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He is, well, I said that he will be a chicken instead of peacock. And so far he's still a peacock. I don't know how the season is for chickens and for, if you would take the feathers away from peacock, then he will look like a chicken. Yeah, like a regular turkey or chicken. So something related to when they are maybe having a baby, eggs and so on. He is so afraid. He is really afraid to step on Trump's toes. He's doing good decisions. 3 of cups. 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months.
But then as it is now, he'd have to step down as being governor. I don't think he wants to do that.
That's what he wants to change the rules.
The rules, yeah.
And the same is with probably governor of California. That would keep them staying in the position. So
Dallas LH is asking, what do you see coming for medical breakthroughs in the near future? One, 2, 3.
Okay, something for eyes. I don't know, but I see something flying in my right eye, and MS as well, something related to MS. So they will be able to figure out something for MS, and they are trying to push that for that medication. There is distrust yet because some people are not well affected by that medication, but the doctors will be still pushing and making more research, and the same is with cancer, I believe. They will be pushing for more treatment, maybe even shots, anti-cancers before.
And last question. Steph K, will the north of Poland submerge in the water and disappear completely?
Oh, that's where I met my husband. We have beautiful beaches in Poland.
One, two, three.
Szczecin might be the first one that will get had. Szczecin is very close to German border, so that can be the first one that will be underwater, because if the waters will be rising all over the world, yes, everything will be exposed. They are making sure that it will be higher, so they might be able to bring more lifting, so it will be more like a cliff. Right now they think, oh, we don't have to do that, or we don't need to do it. Eventually they will have to, and they are probably taking too easy, so eventually they will be standing in the wet ground, and they will start pushing more for building the beaches higher and higher. The sand is beautiful. The water is cold, but the sand is beautiful, and it's so much fun to look for amber in the. After any storm, you can go in the morning if you are waking up early enough, and you can look on the sand, because it's such a yellow sand, very tiny sand, so you can find amber so easily.
And so please remember that when this video is reposted, that is from those comments will be the draw for, it'll be happening on Wednesday. And there's, there's so much going on right now. And you had mentioned to one person that it's been 2 years since your mom passed.
Yeah.
And then
there's a few other people.
Sandy Clemens.
Yeah.
She lost her mom on Good Friday, and she was 95. What a great age.
My mom was 95 too. So and she didn't have any problems with her hips, with her knee. My mom was no any genetic illnesses, no any hormone, problems. Like, she was living good, low blood pressure, no blood pressure, problems.
Not like you, up and down,
up and down. I'm experiencing everything, but she was UFO.
Group 66 had mentioned, because we always talk about what she's eating for dinner, because she always posts it. And she wrote in the comments, and she says she was a chef for 37 years.
Oh my God.
That is why.
Oh, so you are teaching kids how to cook.
Well, she said she's a server now, but she's a teacher too. So, but what an amazing career.
Yes. Oh boy. So, and of course, please put your comments somewhere in the middle. That's the easiest for me to find.
But they don't know when the middle is, because they keep on posting.
But so you can wait a couple hours and later post, because, and it is.
And you could post a few different times at different.
Because I know I think, I updated everything, and then I'm looking for the newest, and they are in the middle. So I have to go and search for the ones that I didn't answer yet. And
the ones that have had their readings already, they keep on commenting in the comments how wonderful it was.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is a pleasure for me to do readings. I can't say that it's not hectic job. Even the two of them that we had a problem connecting, that when there was a problem with the Mercury and Venus and Jupiter.
Yeah, five planets in a row.
Yeah, I had.
You had a terrible day that day,
Two-
except for the afternoon. I mean, later on it worked out okay.
Out of 5 readings, I have 4 problematic that I have to change the dates, and eventually everything went fine. But it is sometimes not easy to do it, and no, this is and I have still how many more? I still have 9 to look for 9 winners that was donated by Janet and Tom Burke. So please write, and I have to finish.
She's working her way through.
Yeah,
but it is a wonderful gift that they've given. So prayers.
We have to pray for peace, and that some gun control that will eventually be reaching. It's not that hard to understand that other countries can do that. Why they can't do it, I don't understand that. But
some did a buyback program.
They have to do something, because otherwise it's impossible to go to the store, to the church, to the bank,
where you're safe.
Anywhere you don't feel safe. So that's not the way to live your life. Only safe is Supreme Court.
Yeah, untouchables.
Untouchable. But otherwise everyone is in trouble. So we have to pray for enlightening to those guys who have the power to do something, that they will be able to use that power for the good reason, and that there will be a peace in the world, that they will find that spy who was spying in the Pentagon, and that they will be able to stop that leakages.
Will they find the spy?
I put the cards away next time. And that will be peace in Israel and Palestine, that they somehow will be living safely again. They was never safe, but that they will be living next to each other without the battles. And Ukraine, that will have the desired peace, and that whoever is spying is not going to hurt Zelensky, because that can jeopardize his security.
And from the comment from Motivational Doc, because I get his motivational, he actually is a doctor, but he gave a thing this morning. He reminds us, kindness is loaning someone your strength instead of reminding them of their weakness. Yeah. And so let's really work on
that people will be kind to each other.
Yeah.
We love you. And
so remember to comment on the replay of this.
Okay, and I have Anis, that's Anis or anise, that's the spice that you can add, and Lucrezia in English as well, some people are calling this. And my mom was always telling me, if you are eating beans, drink this drops of that, you wouldn't have gases. And I'm not that much of a beans eater. I'm full of beans anyhow. But, some people love beans, and then they are suffering with the gases, and they can be very annoying. So
my mom used to add a little bit of nutmeg to it, to chili, so that there wouldn't be an effect with the gas from chili.
So not, yeah, whatever. It will work for people. All the best, and
see you again on Wednesday.
See you. Thank you so much, and thank you for the gift and for your donations. Thank you. Bye bye. And